Page 21, Down Under Blues. Sounds like a blues piece. So I look it over, I see it's 3 pages long, so we have a page turn to deal with. Oh, goody. Clef signs are treble and bass clef. We have 3 sharps in the key signature, so this is either in the key of A major or F sharp minor. So we'll look at the end, and what does it end on? Because a lot of pieces will end on their 1 chord, or at least their tonic note. Question is, does it have an A or an F sharp? Well, at the end, the last measures, we'll figure this is an A major then, because it's got A's there. I don't see any F sharps anywhere, so okay. However, do the scales for both and arpeggios. The A major and the F sharp minor scales and arpeggios. If you don't know them, just do them 1 octave. Learn them, but make sure you're doing the trill exercise and the tremolo exercise. If you already know them and you're comfortable with them, then you can think about the 2 octaves, but don't push it. 1 octave is fine. And 6/8 time again. Let's take it 1 hand at a time, make sure we know what the hands are doing. The right hand, it comes in on measure 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, this is fun. Let's go down to measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I've just taken the notes as they come. Don't worry about the accidentals and all. I assume the composer has taken care of that. So again, measure 9 is 1, 2, 3, 4. You see there's a G sharp in the key signature. So 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And that's tied. Let's go over to page 22, measure 17. We're here. These little grace notes, I'll do those later. Just 1, 2, 3. I'm taking advantage of the repeated notes to change hand positions. So it's 1, 2. Here. And then you come back up and do it again. Okay. Let's go over to the coda on page 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crunch up. That's fine. We connect all those notes with the hand. We're just kind of crawling down as we go. Well, left hand's just got the beat, but you have the top note is going. They have you doing the thumb on both. I don't recommend it. You can if you want to, but I don't recommend it. Either a 2-1 or a 1-2. You want to keep your hand out here if you have big hands. Otherwise, a 2-1 is fine. You just come up here a little bit. Come up just enough to get your thumb on the black key. Don't come way up. Here. Measure 13, it switches the bottom note. And that's pretty much the left hand, so let's put them together and see what happens. Since the left hand isn't doing much, hopefully it's okay. Was that? Back to measure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just work it out really slowly and carefully with the rhythm. Then once I have the hands working together, I go back through it however long it takes, and slowly work out the hesitations. For now, the only hesitation I'm allowing is the page turn. I'll stop for the page turn for now. I'll fix that later. Then the articulation, and this is pretty connected. A few accents. Okay, this left hand, just make sure you're lifting up for the rest. We want a little silence between it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever. Look at the top of page 22, measure 17, the little grace note. Just a real quick little note. Almost play them at the same time. Sometimes you do. There's different ways of interpreting them. However you choose to do it. Most people will play them before the beat, so the C sharp comes here, or on measures 21. They come up. I play them on the beat, so I had to do it in college. I kind of get used to it. I just do them on the beat. Here. make sure they're a short note. They're not rhythmic. It's just a real quick little note. Then the dynamics, they apply to the melody. With this first line is introduction, MF, mezzo forte, moderately loud. But then when you get to the second line, it says MF-MP. The first time you play it is MF, but that's the melody, and that's the right hand. Sort of loud. This left hand has to get in the background. All the time in measures 5 and 6, when I'm playing this, I want to hear this. Don't drown it out. Now the second time you play it, you're going to do it in P, mezzo piano, softer. The left hand has to get down too, soft. That's sort of soft. On page 23 on the coda, we're sort of on the soft side anyway because it's MP. When you start the coda, the accent will take a little bit. But there's a note there, gradually soften to the end. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, you got 3 lines to soften, and you're already sort of soft. If you want, you might come up just a little bit, just a hair, and so you got more room to come down. So I'm going to do it with each phrase. So the first phrase is, the second phrase is a little softer. And the last line, the last phrase, now you're softer. Really, it's very soft. And the left hand somehow has got to stay in the background. So I'm just going down a phrase at a time. It's like a line at a time. You have to plan it out. Otherwise, you'll be soft by the end of that line, the first line of the coda. You'll be soft there. You don't have anywhere to go. So you got to wait and hold off. The speed, well, again, their dotted quarter notes are giving you, these are the nice slow speed. Just take your body down the nice, slow, under blues, lazy day, nothing's happening, okay, throughout. The kicker will be, can you keep it at that speed? Because the tendency will be to want to speed it up. So you can start out there. But by the time you're doing this the second time, you've sped it up. You have to be very careful. Use a metronome to check you as you're doing this to make sure you're staying down. Now on page 23, at the end of the second line, you see the DS all coda. The DS, remember, is go to the sign. The sign is back on page 21, that fancy looking SC thingy. You go back to there, and then you come to page 23, the end of the third line, that's the sign to go to the coda. So at that point, you jump straight across to the coda and keep going. Now that leads us to this page turn. How are we going to handle the page turn? Well, you go through your options, and the options can change from one time to another. If you can, you just memorize the piece, or at least memorize page 21. Then you don't have to worry about it. If not, then see if there's somebody around who can turn the page for you, because they've got to turn it both directions here. We're going back and forth. If there's nobody to do it, you have to do it yourself. Then we have to figure out, okay, how can we do it without messing up the beat? Well, is there somewhere where one hand is not too busy? Say one hand may hold out a note or something. Because in that case, you can play the note, and instead of holding it out, you can go ahead and turn the page. At the bottom of page 21, the right hand has that A. Well, then after you play the A, go ahead and turn the page quickly with the right hand as you're doing this in the left hand. You just don't have much time, so you got to do it quickly. So measure 13 would be. And then right after I play that, I'm turning the page in the right hand immediately. So the left hand keeps going. And I have to do this page turn twice so I can do it the same way both times. But when I get to over on page 23 on the DS all coda, I got to turn back. Well, again, the right hand has that held note, so instead of holding it out, play it, and then go ahead and turn the page back as you play the right hand, or the left hand. And as the left hand is doing that, quickly turn the page back. You only have a moment to turn it back, so you may have to practice the page turn. Don't mess up the beat if you can possibly help it. Now, if that's not enough time for you, then you may have to leave out some more notes. Just experiment, figure it out. This is not a fast piece. This is a slow piece, so that gives you a little more time to turn the page. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. Now, on a play with me's, I can't do page turns. Forget that. So I'm going to give us 6 counts, and we're going to play page 21, and we're going to stop. I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to give us another 6 counts, and we're going to play pages 22 and 23 straight through. It'll sound a little funny because we're going straight to the coda at the wrong place. But we're just checking notes and rhythms is all this is for. So I'm not going to do any louds and softs. We're just playing the notes pretty much. I'll give us 6 counts. Now I put the metronome on dotted quarter notes. So it's beating dotted quarter notes here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. We're going to go that fast. It might seem kind of fast, but if I put it on eighth notes, a lot of these held out notes just last forever. So I'm going to give us 4 counts to come in. That's 4 dotted quarter notes. 1, 2, ready, go, and then we come in. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. Stop and turn the page. 1, 2, ready, and go, and